What is up, guys? Poledoo, welcome back. Some more Advance Wars Days of Ruin. We're moving in to the third chapter, but this is the first one I'm recording after seeing your guys' comments. I did throw in the little post edit in the last one, but I am glad you guys are excited for this. Reading through everything was great. A lot of useful information that I will try to keep track of as we push along here. But chapter 3, Freehaven. We got, let's see, in the story, yeah, not huge. I guess finding a weird girl in the amidst rubble is kind of big, but apparently only Will seems to think it's rather significant. Though I guess she could be a threat. I don't know. She's weird robot alien something or another.
Okay, see the spot on the map? That's our next destination. It's a small village.
A village with people?
That's right. The earthquakes and tidal waves destroyed most of the cities, but in some places, survivors have begun banding together. This village is one such area. Amidst the anarchy and chaos, they have come together to re-establish laws and government.
Laws? Why do they have laws? Will, what? The world's been destroyed. There's no one left to help them enforce their laws.
That's why they're doing it on their own. They need some way to create order. No one forced them to do it. It's just natural to try to prevent murder and other crimes. You see, Will, even in the most unexpected places, humanity shows its inherent virtue.
Permission to disagree, Captain? It's not proof of virtue. It's simply a survival strategy. A society that doesn't punish murderers is a society where anyone can be murdered. A society of sleepless nights where people live in fear of everyone around them. When faced with that, it only makes sense to band together and agree to prohibit murder. People are motivated by their own interests. The meters didn't change that at all.
They certainly didn't change you, did they, Lynn? I see you still don't factor in human decency. As for you, Will, you and the girl will be safe once you get to the village. You're a civilian, so they'll welcome you with open arms.
Okay, so one of the things, it must have been a civilian. One of the things one of the only times I've seen this game in the past, because my biggest worry going into this was the art style change. I must have seen a generic, because the generics look very not Advance Wars. I mean, the art style change in general is pretty big, but at the end of the day, like, there's still a very obvious, like, anime tropey art style to it. But then the civilians, I saw someone, I don't know if he's a civilian or not, the picture that comes to mind is some dude who looks like John Madden. He's just in like a red like jacket, and he looks like he's a 2D sprite out of an old football game. And I was like, wow, maybe I can see why this is the last game of the series, because, you know, I liked a lot of you guys' comments saying how much you like this game. There was also the ones like, oh, this looks interesting, but I can see why people don't like it. But going into this, prior to anything good I'd ever heard of it, it was just like, oh, well, I guess that is why there was never another Advance Wars. This is the one that killed it, so to speak. And all I had was like, that's the image burned into my head of what Days of Ruin is. Random John Madden instead of stylized COs, but no, it was not the case, though. Again, the generics do, I mean, they're generics. Hold it right there, identify yourselves. Don't try anything funny, we got snipers watching you.
My name's Brenner. I'm captain of the 12th Battalion of the Rubenil Army. I need to talk to your mayor. Tell him I'm here.
What if you're with those raiders? What if you're here to attack us? Yeah, I bet that's it. You came back to kill us all, didn't you?
Listen, we don't want trouble. Your mayor owes me his life. Tell him my name, and I'm sure he'll agree to see us.
Come on, guys. Help us out, will you? Hey, you're too young to be one of them raiders. Maybe you're okay after all. It's like, you look too generic. Wait here. We'll go get the mayor.
About time.
This guy, this is the guy I was just talking about. This is the guy I saw a screenshot of at some point in my life, and that was the only image I had of what Days of Ruin was. Because look at him. He looks like he's from a 2D football game. So it really is you. Your weapons and uniform have my people scared half to death. What do you want, Brenner? We're trying to live in peace. We don't need your kind here. Your kind? Oh, okay.
So it seems. Don't worry, we'll move out as soon as we finish what we came here for. We rescued some civilian a few clicks back, including an injured girl. I want you to take them.
Hope you're not marching in here and giving us orders. I truly don't. Things aren't that simple, friend. My village is barely getting by as it is.
No one's giving orders. I'm asking you for help. They're just a couple of kids. They're not gonna make it out there alone.
And that's not our fault. We didn't make this world, but we have to live in it. That's real. Aren't you supposed to be like a... I don't know. It made it sound like this is, you know, a safe haven for civilians. He's trying to offload civilians. Okay.
The reality is that there's nothing out there but cockroaches and corpses. These people survive. They're alive, and it's up to us to keep them that way.
Maybe that was true before, but now? I don't think so. Millions and millions of people are dead. I don't think a couple more is such a tragedy. The more people we have living here, the more mouths we have to feed. We can't afford it. Okay. I mean, that part, I guess. I get it.
So you think they're not worth saving?
That's what I'm saying. We don't want to see anyone die, Brenner. You know that. But you don't know what you're asking. We simply don't have the means to take them in. I'm sorry.
I see.
Your soldiers can't use your weapons to take what you need. All we want is to be left in peace. Now, do us a favor and take your troubles elsewhere. You heard the mayor. Hit the road. We don't need warmongers in our lives. You read me?
I read you. Sorry, Will, but it looks like you're going to be traveling us until we find another village.
Don't worry, Captain. That's fine with... Head for cover. Those raiders are back. Where's the mayor? The raiders? Are you sure? Can we just, like, let them have it?
Look at this. Roaches, soldier boys visiting our village. Not like a nice day of raiding, murder, and revenge. Of all the luck.
Dear mother of mercy, look at those savages. They've got to help us, Brenner. Or you've got to help us, Brenner. They've destroyed every village in the region. Now they're coming for us.
All those innocent lives.
They have tanks. We have sticks and rocks. Please, you have to help us.
All right, leave them to us. You get your people out of here. Start evacuating.
In regards to payment,
there's no time for that now. Get moving.
Oh, that theme. Captain, we have only 5 units at our disposal while the enemy has 9. They enjoy a significant advantage in firepower.
Bullets don't win wars, soldiers do. I'm betting ours are smarter.
Okay. Let's see. Was it unit chart? All right. Let's go ahead and was it tactics? Do this every map. Even if the tactics itself I don't really care about. If we get fun dialogue, I'm all for it. Oh, hello again. I was wondering when you were going to drop by. Welcome to the War Room, the place to come for tactical advice and strategy. You're going to help me with this battle, right? I'm still kind of new at this. Patience, Grasshopper. All will become clear. There's a narrow pass through the mountains at the top of the map. Position a tank and artillery there, but watch out for the enemy artillery. Place your mechs in the mountains to make their attacks more effective. Got it. Are you sure? That's a lot to absorb. It was like, what, 2 sentences? Like, I have ADHD in a memory of a fucking ant, but like, come on. I'm sure. All right, well, if you forget something, feel free to ask. I'm chock full of helpful advice, so come back anytime. Okay, yes, there is indeed an artillery up there. How far? Okay. All right, 68. So this and the mech probably kills, I would imagine. $46. Oh yeah. There was interesting changes. I have the comments pulled up in case there's something I want to specify that I can go specifically to. I found it interesting that COs don't really do anything and won't for a while. Like as as far as things go, I shouldn't even really think of them as COs quite yet. They're just characters and everyone's on equal footing, which I kind of like, honestly. The enemy has units in the mountains. That terrain weakens our attacks.
We can use the woods and mountains too. I want casualties at a minimum.
Yeah. Ha. But there was another one. Oh, how grading works was apparently completely overhauled, which we don't have the means to make units quite yet. Where do I want to? I think anyone. Oh, it's C, not okay. I was like, do we think anyone's gonna like just kind of walk across? No. But like spamming units isn't beneficial anymore, which is I'm glad one of you mentioned that, because I definitely would have just continued doing that.
Is that all you got? We're gonna slaughter you. Move! I want that dog face's head on a plate.
Okay.
We're still outnumbered, and these scum will fight to the last man.
That's right, sir. I think we'll have to eliminate them all. Terms, yes. Ha, 80, nice. But there was power. Power isn't tied to how many you kill a turn. It's tied to your actual damage numbers. So whittling things down by like 10% at a time is actually bad for power. And like big numbers like the 80 and stuff, like that's good. Okay, let's go here. Put you here. Okay. Also, like, because I noticed it too. So the maps on the bottom screen there are very, very bright and cheery. They're like how the maps are in like Game Boy Advance, Fire Emblem, and I'm pretty sure the other Advance Wars did that too. Okay, one out of there. But let's fire on the. What? Ooh, 89. God damn. On a recon? How much damage am I going to take in return? Because I was like, okay, this guy scares me, of course, but well, I can't really attack it safely, so where I can kill the recon safely, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, but the map, it's so bright and cheery, and then you look at the wasteland of the world, and it's all red and dirty, but no, the map is all bright and cheery looking. Well, it is actually kind of tempting to just walk up into it. Okay, that noise. We'll do 89. Depending on maybe, okay, I was like, rolls maybe? I think I will kill with this guy. And like, yeah, you can fire, but I would rather kill the tank. And then this guy, another 89, or I walk up. What's our 3-star? You know, I'm gonna do it. We'll see if it ends up being a mistake afterwards, but taking the recon down to like useless offensive numbers. Like, yeah, the recon is gonna come around. It did hurt. One of the mech units has been hit. It's not looking too good. Oh, joining? Yep. I don't join a whole lot. I forget about it a lot, honestly. There's another mech unit. Units of the same type can be joined together. Combining 2 damaged units will give you 1 stronger unit. See how the battle unfolds and join units if you feel it necessary. Now, I'm curious, how does joining affect levels? So like if I were to join our level 1 mech to our level 2 mech, would I keep the level 2 because it joins the 1 into the 2? Or does that reset it entirely? Does like, oh, it's a new unit now?
What are you waiting for? Kill them! Kill them all! I'm gonna wipe you out if it's the last thing I do.
Okay, well, that's all I can do there. We're gonna run away with the mech. We're also down to 1 bullet. Okay, that's fine. 83. We'll fire on the motorcycle. And then I would assume, I mean, we don't really have like money or anything. Like none of that's happening yet. But I know in the previous game at the very least, I want to say all of them. It's just nothing I really ever paid attention to until more recent entries. Was joining also, like if you overcap like a 5 into say like a 9, I get extra money for overcapping on join. I'm assuming that's still the same, but with how much else has changed, maybe not. Okay, 70. Oh. That's a shame. Because of how things are set up, I can't, I gotta wait 1 more turn. That's probably gonna dock my points. I don't know what, it's day 5. Yeah. Oh, well. I don't think, like, it's not gonna be the difference between an A and an S, right?
No, you're gonna pay for this. Head for home, roaches. We'll feast on these fools another day.
Let's see. Still says S. Okay. Speed was sub 100, but it seems I'm going to guess it turns yellow at 100, and anything else is like, hey, you did extra good. I don't know what the point threshold for 100 for S rank is. I know in previous games it was 300, so we'll see if we ever do extra bad, which I'm sure we will some point. We're awaiting confirmation on the enemy withdrawal. Sir, they're gone. There is not a raider to be seen for miles.
Good work, everyone.
This guy, I still can't believe this is the exact guy that I was just talking about, and then he appears. Count Brenner, I'd like to revisit our earlier conversation. I'm not above reconsidering my position on your refugees.
Is that so?
It is. However, there's one condition.
Go on.
As you've seen, we live in constant danger from those raiders. They may well regroup and attack us again tomorrow. Do you really think it's a good idea to leave your kids in such a situation? Kids, hey, I can look after. We know where the raiders' camp is. They've taken over an old army base east of here. Unfortunately, we don't have the weapons or training to go after them.
I get it. So we wipe out the raiders and you'll agree to take in...
Something like that, yes. If you agree to my proposal, I'll consider a request. Okay. Well, there we go. Something I did notice, which is how I actually inserted that little clip for the war room or tactics or whatever into the last chapter, was I can go back and redo things. I'm assuming that also counts for like the medals, which I really appreciate. That's something that I would have loved in the previous 3 entries is, hey, you didn't S rank this? You can go back and S rank it right now if you want, instead of, oh, you didn't S rank it. Okay, do the entire campaign over again and get an S rank that way. No, you can just go back and replay it, which is really cool. But all right, that is gonna do it. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Like I said, I'm glad you guys are excited for this series and are enjoying it so far. I'm really looking forward to this, honestly. The more I see Granted, nothing like major has really happened. We're really only talking to 3 characters. We got a 4th one last episode who's on the title of the box, so she hasn't even said anything this chapter. But I do like the 3 characters we got going on so far. But yeah, like I said, thanks all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.